Oh, Carrie's internet is down.
Oh, I hope that doesn't happen tomorrow or this afternoon. She's doing the emceeing.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna allow you to unmute for just a moment so that I can get Terry in here. And then I'm going to mute everyone else.
The fun of moderation.
Okay, that finally worked. Woo! Hello, everyone. Sorry,
Hi.
you know, that's always the best way to start out, I think, with minor technical difficulties. That way, nothing else goes wrong.
Exactly. But if we don't have those things, then it's no fun. It's just like a good luck thing, you know. You gotta have a little bit of
Exactly.
Well, we have to have a few technical difficulties in order to get through. Now, I hope everyone is here. Terry, you are a co-host, so you can monitor and let people in the waiting room.
Cool.
And we will get started. Okay. Wix and Merit Tag fans, welcome to TagCon 2024 to Atlantis and Back. I am Nancy Huett. Yay! Or Aunt Nan on the Atlantis Grill Forum and Discord. And recently I earned the moniker of the Venerable One during TagCon Greece. And I continue to be your Mistress of Ceremonies for this virtual convention. Basically, I get to introduce all our wonderful and talented moderators, panel guests, and of course, our very own tag creator, Vera Nazarian. Today is Green Pegasus 189752 on Atlantis. It's very important to know what the dates are in Atlantis. Many of our favorite Atlantean Ostradiamond are tiny babies. I believe Asen is about 5-6 months old. So, I mean, he's a tiny baby. Many of our favorite Atlantean and many of the Gebi that are in the books are not even born yet. So if you haven't done so already, check out the Atlantean Date Converter to find out all sorts of dates, such as your Earth birthday or other special events in your life. For example, I share a birthday with Yoni. It's quite by accident, but he's quite a bit younger than I am, but we do share a birthday. You can also find all sorts of fun links on the tag.fan website.
And you can find out your astrological Atlantean zodiac sign on the birthday converter. So not only do you get to get your Atlantean birthday, you get your new astrological sign, and there's more about that later.
Well, and then speaking of which, my next item is the fun links are, we have the Tag Fan discussion forum on Pro Boards. We have 2 Facebook groups, the Astra Diamond and Shoelace Girls and the Spoilers group. We have the Atlantis Grail store. We also have 2 pages. We have the Atlantis Grail Facebook page and the Atlantis Grail convention page.
That's right. That's a new one. The convention
That
is
is new.
page. Yeah.
We Vera also has a YouTube channel that, if you've not done so already, you need to subscribe, because all of the recorded information goes on that YouTube channel. And if you're subscribed, then you'll know when new stuff comes out. We have the Atlantean calendar date converter, which is really cool. The tag color quadrant quiz. We have the tag website with frequently asked questions. Tag inspired seasonal custom tea blends from Plum Deluxe. It's not springtime yet. It will be in 6 weeks. Punxsutawney Phil in
And then new teas will be here.
Pennsylvania did not see his shadow. So that says we're going to have 6 weeks of mild weather until the first day of spring. There's something else that is brand new is Ream and Patreon, which are paid services, and Vera will discuss those a little bit later in a fan chat. And there is much, much, much more. We do have an exciting and fun day planned for you. We have extraordinary guests and presenters. 2 opportunities for you to participate and try to reach the 5 top slots for a chance to become our 2024 Tag Trivia Champion.
It's the trivia games of the Atlantis Grail. Woo! Actual games here being live.
Our 2020 Tag Trivia Champion, Carrie. Our 2021 Tag Trivia Champion, Mary. Our 2022 Tag Trivia Champion, Ellen. And our 2023 Tag Trivia Champion, Harriet, are here. And they will be helping moderate the panels. Not to mention they are going to engage in a friendly competition to see who is indeed the top Tag Trivia Champion. Just a reminder that the top 5 from each qualifying round, we only have 2 this year, red and blue number 1 and green and yellow number 2, need to send me a DM in Discord with your placement and contact information so we can send your prizes and allow entry into our secret contender room in Discord. Right now, only those previous champions and Liz and Shelley, who will be moderating that panel, are in that room. And me, I'm in everything. Everyone else is, and they will be the only ones participating in the finals. Everyone else is welcome to watch and cheer your champion. The champion will also be announced during our closing ceremony tomorrow. We also have a very special NSFW extra spicy adult 18 plus late night panel.
That's right.
Tonight.
It's the spicy Amravet Day stuff, as you know.
Now, granted, this is international. When we say late night, we're talking Eastern time. Now, we do have a few changes from last year. Number 1, you'll notice that Discord is set up a little bit differently. Something I learned in setting up TagCon Greece was that if I put things under event, then it converts to your local time zone. So you don't have to go, okay, well, if it's 10 o'clock Eastern, what is it my time? don't have to do that. Discord does it for you. All right, now.
As long as you go tell the system that you're interested in an event, it'll also
yes,
That's right.
it will
notify
also,
you.
it'll send you an alarm and say, hey, your panel's coming, you know, you want to be there, and you do want to be for most of them.
Right, which is very handy because otherwise you don't know what time zone it's on, you know, but this way, once you're on Discord, you know exactly what time it is.
And you don't have to go to 3 different pages and go to the website and then go to Discord and then put it on your calendar. It'll give you it'll ask you if you want to put it on your calendar, and then you got a double invite. So also some other changes. There will only be 2 qualifying rounds for tag trivia today and the finals tomorrow. We removed the art and costume contests because we just didn't have enough folks that wanted to show us their stuff. And so instead, we will have an art and costume showcase. And this showcase will include the High Court makeover and dinner at TagCon Greece this past fall, which was a lot of fun. There will also be a panel on tag swag, so get your stuff, and a discussion panel on a future in-person, what we're trying to call TagCon USA. No dates, no location yet. We're still in the talking stages.
That's right.
But you can have input. Our main schedule at a glance can be found on tag.fan website. You may want to keep that handy for your personal reference. Please note that all times on that website are Eastern, US, or New York time. However, like I said, one of the fabulous features on Discord is that events automatically convert to your local time zone. So no more math. Now, for the technical stuff. And just a moment here.
Okay, technical stuff and then silence.
I know. That's
That's technical stuff, you know.
Yeah, well,
that's technical stuff. That's
the
technical
silence
stuff.
worked. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I had to do something real quick. Okay. Now back to non-technical stuff in this. You guys saw me, but I was doing something else. All right. If you're watching me now, you've successfully signed into Discord and you used the link provided. Discord is our starting point and includes a schedule with the Zoom link panels under events. It will be available for entry to the waiting room approximately 5 minutes prior to those panels. Please don't try to get in the room an hour before. You won't get in. They aren't even open yet. You must turn off your audio and video unless otherwise instructed. However, there are panels where audio and video are strongly encouraged, such as the fan chats. We have focused fan chats. You may use the chat feature on your Zoom to ask questions in panels, except trivias. The chat feature is turned off on trivia because it interferes with the questions on the screen. Sorry about that. But on Discord, there is the Astra Diamond Lounge channel. Chat as much as you want on that channel. That's for you to chat.
Yep.
Each panel is recorded. And these recordings are, when they are ready, we will put them on Vera's YouTube channel and the links will be put on Discord. If you noticed on Discord, they're all set up. All I got to do is transfer them over when they're ready. Now, I've noted Vera's author readings are on YouTube. They're already on Discord, and she's already had some views. So I encourage you during some off time to watch those. The stories are really good. If you miss a panel, you can watch it on YouTube anytime you want. Just give us a few hours to get it done because we do get busy.
Takes about 4 hours, I believe, right? About 4.
That's kind of the time frame we gave.
Yeah.
But you know, if it's the last couple of panels of the day, it may not be until the next morning because you know, I'll be tired. I don't know about anybody else, but you know, I'll be tired. All right, now, if you are planning on playing in the trivia games, you must need 2 devices. One will be Zoom, so that's whatever you want to read the questions off of. And the second device is to submit your answers using Kahoot. I strongly suggest that if you have not used Kahoot in a while, that you pull it up to make sure there's no changes or downloads or any of that sort of thing, because there is nothing more aggravating than trying to get into an app or a program and it's updating and you've got to wait and then you miss out, and that's no fun. Now,
those games go by really quickly. Those trivia games are.
and you get more points the faster you answer the questions.
That's right.
So, and we ask that all trivia participants use your Discord handle to make it easier for us to figure out who you are. Speaking of who you are, if you have not already done so, please send me a DM with your real name so that I can notate it for registration purposes, and I can say, oh, well, okay, all right, that person is Vera. So I know who Vera is. And, you know, her Discord handle happens to be Vera Nazarian, but that was the best person I could. Anyway. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Aunt Nan. And
the venerable one. The
venerable one.
Yeah.
But as far as my picture, it is Asen.
Oh.
And he will be popping in because he always does.
And in case you wondered, that's a little dog.
I was about to say that for those who aren't aware, Asen is her dog.
It's not the actual Asen, but you know, close enough.
Well, I mean, you know, when he was born, he was a nice, pretty golden color, and then he turned white with brown spots, and he's got, you know, and he is definitely an Asen. He is definitely a prince, and he knows it. If you have any technical difficulties, or you need to reach one of us, in Discord, there is something known as tech support under the welcome tab. We'll be monitoring, somebody will, and we'll get back with you as soon as we can. You can also DM one of us through Discord. Your other options are to use tagcon2047@gmail.com. And somebody want to put that in the chat?
Yeah, sure.
Facebook and our forum are not real good sources for relaying difficulties during the convention because we're kind of focused on you guys and we're not really looking at social media. So doing an email or sending us a direct message, we're pretty much going to be able to get it within a few hours. Now,
Discord is right there, so you know, easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there. It's DM. You know, if you send me a DM, I get a notification immediately. And so, I mean, it makes it really easy and I can respond. If I can't help you, Terry, and we're all in this together. So,
Terry is the tech support goddess of TagCon and everything else related to
I do my best.
Yes, she's the goddess of the technology.
and now I would like to introduce our moderators who are here right now as we read our rules and disclaimers. So we have me, I'm Nancy. There's Terry Sears. She is our tech guru. She's our technical administrator.
And
We have
registration
Liz,
person. Yeah.
huh?
I said, and registration person.
And registration person. You wouldn't be
Yeah.
registered without Terry. And then we have Liz Logathetti. Liz is our
hiding. I
kind
think
of,
Liz is invisible right now, but
oh, well, she was here.
yes. she was.
Liz lives in Greece, and she is our art guru, and she takes care of all sorts of things, putting together art and costumes.
She's
and
an amazing artist.
She's a
Usually,
fabulous artist as well.
yes, amazing. Liz is one of our, she's our top artist in our
And then, of course, we've got Vera right there. Everybody knows Vera. There wouldn't be no tag without Vera. So, all right. So I am going to share my screen. While we go over the rules. You gotta have rules, right? Okay. Rule number 1. Be kind and courteous, respect others, and strive to create a welcoming environment. Terry, you want to go with number 2?
Okay, sure. Respect everyone's privacy. Don't share anything outside the convention. This includes the taking of screenshots, as well as any links to convention-related programs or applications such as Discord, Zoom, and YouTube. I'll add that the stuff becomes available to everyone else later, but right now you have an exclusive access to a lot of the convention-related items.
All right, Vera?
Number 3, participants are to place themselves on mute and video off for all Zoom sessions unless otherwise indicated by the moderators.
The exception, the primary exception to that is the chats. We do want to see you and we do want to hear from you.
Yes.
Number 4, no politics or controversial subjects. We don't care about your politics unless they are Atlantean politics.
That's right.
That's the only politics we want to hear about.
Yep.
Carrie?
No spam of any kind, except unless you're eating it for lunch. Self-promotion and off-topic links are not permitted. And also, please don't try and convince people to, that they need to hire you for things. That's just not cool. And posts that are deemed inappropriate are subject to deletion.
And believe me, we've had some folks that tried to cozy up to certain individuals, and we had to ask them to not do that anymore.
Yeah.
Vera?
All right, and no bullying or hate speech, no disparaging comments of any kind, no discrimination on the basis of age, race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, identity, or culture, especially Atlantean culture. None of that, we say, none of that. If for whatever reason you feel bullied or threatened by another participant, please let the event organizers know so we may address the situation, because everybody here is a good, nice person and we want to keep it this way. Everybody, be cool, be nice, be kind. There we go.
Number 7, failure to adhere to these rules may result in your removal from the event and possible banishment from future events. And since everybody here is a very nice person, we don't want to do that. We don't like being bad people, but we are when we have to be. Terry, you want to read the recording disclaimer?
Sure. By attending and or participating in these virtual panels, all participants hereby grant permission for their audio and or video likeness and names, if applicable, to be used by TagCon 2024 to Atlantis and Back in recordings and replays of the panels and other recorded materials, including YouTube channel videos of the convention.
And we do have a disclaimer as far as prizes. All TagCon contests and competition prizes as described will be awarded to the winners to the best of our ability. There may be item substitutions on item availability and regional shipping restrictions. International shipping is very expensive. There may also be delays due to international shipping restrictions caused by global events, and no purchase is required. Hopefully nobody has any questions. Our first panel will be coming up shortly. And features are,
Oh, I was going to say we could unmute everybody and let them ask questions if they have any when you get done, Nancy.
well, actually, we're almost out of time.
Well, I mean, you know, the next
Yeah,
one's not till 11. We got a couple minutes.
Our first panel will be coming up shortly and features our very own tag creator, Vera Nazarian. Thank you and enjoy TagCon 2024 to Atlantis and back.
Oh, and one thing I want to mention before we go and to the questions, we have such amazing guests this time. We have the scientists. We have Dr. Michelle Thaler. We have Bridget Landry. We have amazing media guests. We have Richard Joel of 4 or 5 Productions, my producer, with updates on what's happening with the tag film option. We have other wonderful actors, producers, you know, video narrators, audio people, just, you know, basically people who are in the film industry. We have writers. We have best-selling author Jacqueline Carey, who is the author of the Kushiel's Dart and all those books. We have,
And she just confirmed her participation today.
yep, she is being here, and we have Steven Steers. We have Mike Allen. So it's just going to be a jam-packed, wonderful, wonderful convention. The panels are, you know, do not miss these panels. So there we go.
And also we have Richard Leacock, who is returning to us by special request
Yes.
by us.
Yes.
He is, I mean, he attended TagCon 2020.
One of our first,
And
yes.
our very first, and he was just amazing.
So
so,
you guys
I mean,
better
and
get
we-
excited because these guests are like, whoa. I can't wait personally. I'm just gonna be like,
So, I have allowed everyone can unmute themselves if they have a question.
Oops. Somebody said
And I'll
Ellen
give you,
raised her hand earlier. Yeah, you will have to unmute yourself if you have a question, or you can put it in the chat and we can read it out either way if you're having problems
It
unmuting.
might have been my mistake. I saw a hand over Ellen, but it seems that my cursor turns into a hand when I move it over anybody's screen.
Ah, I see. Did anybody have any questions about anything? Here's your chance to ask.
yes, do it now. And also, you may have questions during the panels. This is something that I want to insist that if you have good questions for the panelists, because they're usually all the panels will have a period of like questions, be sure to have them because we want to have those questions asked, you know, because we have tons of our own questions, but if there's something good you have, we want to use that. So
well, and you can submit those questions in the chat.
Yep.
Because we will be there will be background people monitoring the chats.
Somebody just asked Vera, when is EOS coming out?
okay, that's an excellent question. I'm going to be talking about more about this in the coming panel, right? Next
11 o'clock panel.
Right, but
11
yeah, but
Eastern.
basically, it's just I'm getting very close to it. I'm at the halfway mark right now, and it usually takes me a while to work up because you guys know I'm a pretty slow writer. But once we're at a certain point, the things are gonna hit the fan. And there, as people on Ream and Patreon who have been following along as I've been serializing this thing, yeah, things are happening. So it's gonna go faster, faster, faster. And I personally, I think we're gonna have it this spring. So we may have EOS this spring, but we'll see. More at the panel. Ask me at this panel.
Okay. Any other questions?
Question?
Yeah, hi, it's Shelley. I don't have a question, but I do have a reminder. If somebody mentioned that they had to update their Kahoot, in the chat. So if you want to participate in the quizzes, the trivia quizzes, and I highly suggest you do,
They're fun.
you might want to go to www.kahoot.it and make sure you have it updated.
There's
So,
also an app on Kahoot,
right,
and depending on your Zoom settings, you can also get the app on Zoom. So, I mean, you've
I
got,
haven't tried, but yeah.
I have, so I mean, it's, but, so you've got some choices, and Rachel did said that, did mention in the chat that she's glad we mentioned checking it, because she said her whole tablet needed to be updated, so.
Uh-oh.
check it.
Yeah, so just make sure you can load it and whichever way, through the app on your phone or a tablet or whatever, or on your computer. And www.kahoot.it is the location, if it's not the app.
Yeah.
Hope that made sense.
Okay, since we don't seem to have anybody else, then we will close our opening ceremony and get ready for our next panel, which comes at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central, and whatever time zone you live in, you can look on events and it will tell you.
Yeah.
Thank you, and
Yeah.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.